What's poppin', everyone? It's your boy Levi, and welcome to the only Eternal Return guide you'll ever need. Yep, you heard me right. The only one. All the rest suck. You'll only need this video. Let's get into it. The first thing that you want to do when your 20-minute bug-infested queue pops is to immediately look for your teammates. If Daddy Nimble has unfortunately tasked you with carrying these hot dog water no-name players, you'll have to prepare yourself to get in the mindset of carrying. To look up a player, head over to dac.gg and type in their username. What you're looking for on their profile is their before Season 1.0 ranks. If they don't have any info before Season 1.0, or don't have a consistent Titan ranking, immediately alt F4 and dodge. If they pick any characters that would be below an A tier on any top player's given tier list, immediately dodge. If you see a teammate take a tactical skill that doesn't line up with the character they're playing, immediately dodge. If you see your teammate has a build that has more than 4 zones, immediately dodge. And finally, if you see a top player and they're coping thinking that they can play anything other than their main, immediately, well, actually, an off-rolled top player is still better than these plat 2 stats. Just kidding, immediately dodge. Also, if you're on an A and you see anyone lock in this character, immediately dodge. On the off chance that Daddy Nimble has decided to give you teammates that somewhat know what they're doing, remember that you are the star of the team, and immediately lock in the character you want to play before anyone else can get them. You're the carry regardless of what type of character you play. So make sure these washed up has-beens adjust to your playstyle. Now that we've loaded into game, remember that you control the flow of the game. When you finish your build, check in the top right for what transitions you need, and immediately start spam pinging on top of Tree of Life or Meteorite that you're going there day 2. If your team doesn't show up, it's their fault, not yours. Because you were raised in an Eternal Return household, you can probably 1v3, but if you do somehow die, it's not your fault. It's your team's fault for not showing up. Start flaming them in chat, coming up with the most creative ways to describe their mother. When respawning, because your team can't be trusted, you have a few options. You can spawn at the objective again, and because you're God's gift to Eternal Return, you can retry the 1v3, or you can spawn away from your teammates and get some solo XP for hunts. There's no other option. And while we're on the topic of rare resources, objectives should always go to you. You're the carry, and you should be 5 slotted before your dog teammates get the chance to even smell a gold item. If you get a rare resource that you don't need, turn it into a consumable and drink that shit immediately. If you've already done all of that, then leave it in a high populated area when your teammates aren't looking so that an enemy team can pick it up. It will be a bigger flex when you come in first after giving the enemy transitions. After some tough objective battling, it's time to do some retail therapy. Under no circumstances should your credits be used for anything other than yourself. Get those transitions online, and any excess credits can be used to call in food, drinks, or traps. Okay, let's do some girl math. It costs 200 credits to revive a teammate, and 200 credits to call in a tree or a meteorite decreased with Penny Pincher. There's no guarantee that if you revive that teammate, they won't die again, thus decreasing the value of that purchase. However, that rare resource will be with you for the rest of the game, providing your stats to increase your strength in the fight. Can a teammate do that? I don't think so. The higher value a rare resource you can get, the bigger flex it is over reviving a teammate. If you get a VF Blood instead of reviving a teammate, make sure to screenshot it and post it on Twix. When a teammate calls in an item, you'll want to position yourself directly at the kiosk so you can grab it. It should be for you anyways, since we all dodge the teammates that don't understand that you're the carry, but on the off chance that an imposter snuck through, you'll want to spam click when the crate appears to start looting before your teammate. If they cry that you took their rare resource, remind them that they should be used to partying with valuables in their life like when their daddy partied with them as a kid. Then, creatively insult their mother again for good measure. When it's time for final zone, you should be strong enough to decimate the whole lobby, whether your teammates are alive or not. Obviously, we could 1v23 if we have to, but you should 100% use your teammates as fodder to soak up damage. Stand behind them and wait for them to engage. If you're running low on timer, which you shouldn't, because teammates should have been running into red to get rare resources for you, start spam pinging your timer so your teammates know to do something. When you win the game, congrats! Enjoy your plus 100 RP, and make sure to let them know in the chat. If the game was unfortunately just not carryable, make sure to let your animals of a teammates know that not even Noah's Ark could carry them, and then link an It's Levi Eternal Return guide from YouTube. This video is obviously a joke. Please never act like this in any of your games. Unfortunately, this video was entirely based on real experiences that I've run into playing this game, as well as some stories from the community. If you find yourself doing any of the things listed, please go touch grass, or go back to League of Legends. Thanks so much for watching this satire video. If you enjoyed it, you might also enjoy a previous April Fool's video I did where I managed to kill the entire lobby solo.